Well, hello, hello, hello. I've got a question for you. What do you do when life throws you a curveball? That's right. What do you do when life throws you a curveball? I want to talk today, and I know it's Whispering Wednesday, but I want to talk today about listen differently when life gets loud. Listen differently when life gets loud. That's right. Sometimes life gets loud, right? You've got all these things going on around you. You're in the midst of building a business, growing a family, taking care of grandkids, having a job change, figuring out what is my next step in life. Am I ready? Have I done what I need to do? But I want you to listen differently today with Whispering Wednesday. And we know that the prophet Elijah, God had tells the prophet Elijah to stand on a mountain. That's right, to stand on a mountain, and a fierce wind comes, an earthquake happens, fire happened. But God is not. He was not in those loud forces. God instead speaks to Elijah in a gentle whisper, a gentle whisper. He speaks to him in a small voice. That's right, in a small voice. And so oftentimes curveballs create noise. Fear gets loud. Opinions get louder. Urgency gets loud. What if gets very, very loud? Why gets loud? And sometimes we respond by becoming busier because we're trying to regain control. God didn't want us to be in control. But this is when we need to lean in for the whisper. God, what are you saying in this? What are you saying, God? And we have to remember when it comes to the wind is a loud, it's a huge wind can break rocks apart, right? It can shatter all kinds of things, but God is not in the wind. An earthquake, the ground shakes, but God is not in the earthquake. Fire burns, but God is not in the fire. He's not in the fire. And then what happens? A whisper, a whisper, a soft, a soft voice, a soft, quiet voice, a soft whisper, slow. It comes in a way that you have to kind of lean in and you're saying, huh? And guess what? God is in the whisper. God is right there. Why? Because he wants us to lean in. He wants us to get still. He wants us to rest. He wants us to wait. He wants us to call him. He wants us to realize that we need him. And sometimes, as we're listening to the whisper, yes, God will tell you, I want you to rest. Don't do anything, just rest. Rest in me. And then there's times God might say, wait, you're moving too fast. This is not the season. This is not the time. Just wait. Wait on me. Wait on the Lord. And while we're waiting, we got to be of good courage. Sometimes he'll tell us, make that phone call. And you're like, huh? Why do I have to call? And he'll say, make that phone call. He might ask you to ask for help. He might want you to finish something. Finish it. Release it, right? Don't make that decision today. Trust me. These are things God might say in the whisper. But when life gets louder, you need to get quieter. When life gets louder, you need to get quieter. And I would connect, I would connect this directly to the last thing God told you to do. I would connect this with where he's taking you. And I want you to understand that the whisper doesn't always explain everything. The whisper doesn't always give you all of the pie. It gives you that next step. Remember, a lamp is only supposed to light up a small portion, not the whole room. It lights up a small portion. And when we talk about God will be a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our pathway, He lights up the next step. He lights up just enough for us to see how to go just a little further. And sometimes it simply gives us the next instruction. And so, what is God saying to you in that whisper? Put whisper in the chat if this resonates with you. And then I want you to click the link and get my free guide, my faith activation guide, and watch how God can begin to move in your life. Why? Because the whisper doesn't always explain everything. Sometimes it simply gives us the next instruction. And so remember, we want to go from prayer to proof, faith that moves. Until the next time, I'll see you then. Have a blessed day.